guys?
I do. They were the really tough ones. Came in very tough and melted through the whole week.
Yeah.
And just were so hungry for Christ.
My name is Ross Hosea, and I've been a part of Real Life Kids Camp for the past 5 years.
And my name is Erica Tony, and I've been part of the Real Life Kids Camp for the last 3 years.
Real Life Kids Camp is a ministry we started years ago here at River City, and it's an opportunity that we partner with Agora Ministries on the west side of San Antonio, and we take a group of kids that live in that part of town, and we take them to a summer camp and give them an experience for an entire week, getting to do all the things that our kids get to do, sharing the love of Christ and letting them experience activities that they otherwise wouldn't. Most of these kids live in the Alazan Apache Courts housing project, and so they grow up in a pretty rough and tough environment. And so we're able to bring them for a week and just love on them and just show them all about the love of Christ.
We take the curriculum from like this year's VBS. We do the games, we do arts and crafts, and we do lessons that are directed from the VBS lesson.
The best part is the kids just get to have fun. They just get to be kids, get away from whatever things are going on in their home life, and just spend a week with people that can love on them and have fun with them. We have Justine right here.
Yeah,
remember
Justine,
her when she started with us 5 years ago, just at 4 years old, and just to see how she's grown.
She's grown so much.
She joined us the very first year that we started doing it back in 2014. But after a day or two, we realized we had a lively, wild, energetic little girl to the point where we had to put an assigned volunteer just on her. And over that week, we saw improvement, and she's come back every year since. One of the things I've noticed with her over the years is that she really was seeking out the attention of the male volunteers. And it came to us to realize that she was lacking that in her home. And so for the male volunteers, we were able just to be able to show her what a godly, fatherly figure looks like. Her hunger for God and for the Word is growing. It's just amazing to see how she's now turning into a young lady many years later.
And then the
one of our favorite
outdoorsmen
days, right?
came, and we all went fishing, and kayaking is over there, and that's
some of them were so proud of it. That was the first time they'd ever been fishing.
And then to catch a fish.
Yeah, catch a decent sized fish.
Yeah. Here's the kayaking. You remember a couple of them had to went in circles for a little while till they got everything figured out.
Several of them went in the water.
Yeah, and they went in the water. You're absolutely right.
The mission of Real Life Kids Camp is the same as we have here at River City, and that's more people living real life by passionately following Jesus. We believe that there's an eternal impact here by changing the lives just by providing them the hope of the gospel, letting them know that they are loved, that God loves them, cares for them, and wants to have relationship with them. And we believe that that's going to change their lives, their families' lives, as well as the lives in their entire community.
Most children from the age of 8 to 9, that's when their salvation comes to them. And that is the exact population that we're targeting with Agora to hit. We're hitting and spreading the word of Christ to these young members, and it's just going to be a ripple effect like a stone in a pond, and it's just going to ripple out into their families and further out.
We fully believe that the investment that we're making here at the church into this ministry is worth every bit of it.
Christ always met the needs of the people he was talking to first before he could actually talk to them about their salvation. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're meeting their needs, and we're taking away that worry that these kids have, that what are they going to eat tomorrow, or where are their supplies coming from, or who can they turn to have love from. And we're meeting that need. River City is helping meet that need.
We get it. We're all pressed for time and for money, and we're being asked for a lot of different things. But we know that everything we're doing is going to have a lasting, eternal impact on these kids. What has started out as just a simple kids camp involving kids, God has turned into so much more. We've been able to minister to the families of these kids and that community. It's really cool just to see what God has used, being able to use the resources that we have here at River City to be able to impact that community even greater. Great memories.
Wonderful memories.